Peace, kings and queens. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Tiana Divinity, aka The Adventures of Zambi. And today's video is going to be about what I learned when my phone was stolen here in Johannesburg. So yes, guys, literally the first 2 weeks that I was here, I pretty much got indoctrinated into becoming a South African because I had my phone stolen. Ask a South African and honey, trust me, they will be like, oh, okay, cool. So you are South African now. Yes. So how did this happen? I was at the mall with a friend and we were shopping for some stuff. She had an event to go to over the weekend. And so we went to the mall and we went to Eastgate. So for those of you that are not familiar with Johannesburg, Eastgate is like the hood mall, if you will, which is interesting because like all the malls here in Johannesburg are huge. Like I haven't really seen any like smaller, like, I don't know, like I've just like all the, you know, like I said, all of the malls that I've seen are just really big, and this one was no exception. And it's really nice on the inside. But it's well known that lots of like pickpocketers go there just to scout people to steal from. I just so happened to be a target that day. So we only went to 2 stores. We went to H&M and then we went to a store next door called Mr. Price. So I think of Mr. Price like the rainbow of South Africa, if you will. It's got like cute clothes, but they're really cheap, and you kind of just go there if you need something like quick, and maybe you'll just wear it a few times and you're gonna throw it away, right? Or donate it, whichever. So we spent a considerable amount of time in H&M, just because like everything is cheaper here, honestly, y'all. So I got a lot of really good quality items for I think a little over 200 bucks, and I spent maybe like 3,500 rand or something like that. And so all I know is I had my phone when I was, you know, in line. I had sent our Uber driver a message because while I'm here and I was in Joburg, I had my own Uber driver. So like he'd pick me up and take me where I needed to go. This particular time, he didn't get out and come in with me and my friend. I just told him I'd text him when we were ready because I didn't know how long we were going to be there, and off he went. So he was the last person that I text when I had my phone. So I remember putting my phone in my jacket pocket. Now, mind you, there were other items in my jacket pocket. Like I had sunglasses, I had my house keys in there. Like I had so much stuff in there that like the person that took my phone, like they're freaking ninja. Okay. Kudos to you because you deserve to get that phone, honey. How you were able to get that phone and with all that other shit in my pocket, you to go. You've been doing this for a long time. You are well skilled in your craft, sir or ma'am. So all I know is I'm at the counter and there's a lot going on. Like the checkout person is like grabbing my stuff and taking tags off, putting it in the bag. Like I'm fumbling around in my pouch trying to get my card so I can pay. At some point within that shuffle exchange is when I feel like I lost my phone. So I don't feel like I had my phone when I left H&M and went over to the other store, but I digress. So she puts off everything in a bag and I pay and all of that. And now what's crazy, you guys, is the fact that like I had this pouch on. So this is a money belt, and so you put this on and you can hide it under your clothing, or if you just want to keep stuff close to your person, like you wear that. And so I should have put my phone in there, but I didn't. I was feeling very like lackadaisical. I was feeling very relaxed and chill and safe. And so I just put my phone in my pocket like a regular person, thinking that I'm gonna have it when I leave at the end of the day. So we leave H&M, we go next door, and we're shopping in there. We find some stuff we want to try on, and I get into the dressing room, and I'm about to text my Uber driver. His name is Dumasani, and I'm about to text him and let him know that we're almost ready so he can come and pick us up. Y'all, I felt in them pockets, baby. I felt in them pockets. I was like, no, I swear to, I know I put it in this pocket. I know I put it in this pocket. So I'm feeling in that pocket. I go and feel in my other jacket underneath that. I feel in all of my pockets on my jeans. I open my pouch. I'm like, is it in there? Like, y'all, at this point, I knew the phone was gone. I knew it. And so my friend, she's like, oh my God, go back to H&M and see if they had it. So I did go back to H&M and I asked the chick. And of course, if she took it, then she played along really well. She like gave me her phone and she's like, oh my gosh, do you need to call it? And I honestly should have asked to see the cameras, because I feel like if I would have watched the cameras, then I would have been able to tell like where this thing took place, you know, and maybe I potentially still have my phone, right? So I'm actually just really grateful that my friend was with me, because once I lost the phone, like I wouldn't have had a way to get a hold of Dumasani. Like I would have just like waited there and hoped that he came back. But that's the way and the power of the universe and the type of protection that I have over me. So I get back to where I'm staying and I somehow am able to locate Dumasani's number, and I call him on my friend's phone and let him know the situation. And so he's like, oh my God, I knew something like this happened. I came back like and waited for you because I figured like the check wasn't going through, because on WhatsApp, you know, when the message goes through, it's 2 checks. But if it's only 1 check, that person's phone is off, or they're like, they don't have service or whatever. So he's like, I knew when I saw the 1 check that something was wrong. So I came back and I was waiting for you. I'm just glad to hear from you. I'm glad you're safe. And you know, that's that. So it took me about a good 2 weeks to get a phone, get into my Apple ID, get a new prepaid, get like a prepaid travel. Like, y'all, it's been a headache trying to get like a new phone. And I still have to get a new phone because the refurbished one that I got is trash. Do not buy refurbished phones on Amazon. Macs are good, like laptops, but no way on iPhones. It's a nightmare. But outside of that, I really wanted to talk about some of the things that I learned with not having a phone. The first thing I want to say is that I realized that your phone is not your connection to the world. Your energy is. So you can use your energy to level up and to attract the things that you want into your vibration. So like, for instance, with the building that I lived in, I was able to literally run into somebody every day, and they invited me out every day. And I was living my best life, y'all, without a phone. Like, and it really didn't hinder me being able to move around, because I had made enough friends at that point that they would call me Ubers. Dumasani would come and pick me up and take me where I needed to go, if I needed to go to the store. I'll never forget, I was sitting at our rooftop venue that we had, and I was by myself. I was just chilling, vibing, you know, doing my thing, living my best life like I always am, y'all. And a group of people walked by me, and it's like we kind of noticed each other, like energy wise, but like, again, I was in my world, they just got there kind of thing. But later on, they actually came over to me and asked, hey, would you like to join us? Like, would you like to hang out with us? And so we ended up hanging out, and one of the girls after the fact told me, she was like, you know, I saw you and I was really hoping that like you would come and like hang out with us. Like, I was just really hoping that like I'd get the chance to like talk to you. And that like spoke volumes for me of like, wow, like how beautiful is my energy that like, even when I'm by myself, like people just, you know, want me to come and be a part of what they're doing. So it's really not about having a phone, you guys. A phone does not connect you to other humans. You can literally still live your best life in the 21st century without a phone. And I learned that, and it was really dope. The second thing that I have learned is that the world truly is synergistic, and it will light your path in the right way if you allow it to. So what I really did without having a phone was I really had a chance to just like focus on myself. Like, when I didn't have a phone, like I had no choice. Like, I didn't have any more distractions. So, you know, I got to meditate more. I got to ask myself like important questions that I had been dodging. Like, I got to do and get more tapped in with my shadow work and like growing spiritually and evolving as a person. So it's really a beautiful thing when you do take a digital media, a phone fast, because it reconnects you to yourself, it reconnects you to the divine, and it reconnects you to Mother Earth. Like, I felt the breezes more whenever I was like outside on my balcony. Like, I would close my eyes and just like feel the breeze. And there was this beautiful like bush on my balcony, and I loved, one of my favorite things to do was watching the bees pollinate and just like buzz about in the bush on my balcony, and just like sip my tea there. And even with all of the outside chaos going on, I was in the city center. In those moments, like, I felt true connection with the world around me and with the energy of the people around me, you know? So I highly recommend that if you lose your phone, don't freak out. Just like ask your guides to continue to give you guidance, continue to keep you on your path, and you'll be okay. Promise you. I promise you. Try it. The last thing that I have noticed without having a phone is that the party will always find you, honey. Y'all, I literally went out. I lost my phone on a Tuesday. I went out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like, every day that I was outside of my place, I was doing something. Like, somebody was asking me to come along and do something. I was having dinner downstairs in the cafe, and people would come join me for a conversation. Like, I literally felt so much freer without my phone, and felt like I was really living more life without my phone. Because I do feel like if I would have had my phone, I probably would have just like been in my room on different apps and things like that. But like, not having your phone like forces you to have human interaction. And I think that's really important, especially like for those of us that want connection, but are kind of hermits or a little bit of an introvert. Like, it never hurts, honestly. Now I'm learning it doesn't hurt to go out into the world, because beautiful experiences and moments can find you, people can find you, and it can be a really rewarding and amazing experience to just try it, you guys. Like, walk around without your phone for a day and just see what happens. And come back and tell us in the comments like what happens, because I really want to know. It's an experiment now. Anyways, guys, so those are some of the things, like the 3 things that I learned while not having a phone. So overall, I am really glad and grateful that I had the experience. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about the world, and it showed me that it is still possible to have human connection even in such a disconnected and disjointed world that we live in. So if you like this video, please make sure that you comment, share, like the video, and click that subscribe button so you always get notified whenever I drop new content. I will actually be moving all of my tarot readings over to a different channel. That will be Divinergy 1010 Tarot, and so you'll be able to still catch all your weekly and monthly readings over there. But this channel is really going to be dedicated to showing you how to live and activate this divine femininity within you, cultivate this soft life that you are wanting, and how to be a digital nomad as a single woman, especially a single Black woman moving around in the 21st century. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. But if you liked it, or if you have any of your own stories about what happens when you've lost your phone, share it in the comments with us. I'm really curious to know, like, who else has had this experience and how did you handle it? Like, what did you do and how long did it take you to get a new phone? All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Till next time, remember, love yourself, love others, and feel free to sip on this. Peace.